What is going on, Mullen fans? Welcome back to the channel. Not a whole lot to talk about, so we'll make this one short, but just checking in with you since I have time. So what are we looking at? Well, right now I'm just kind of watching the level 2, seeing where it's propping us up or fake propping us up. Right now we got a pretty decent order down here at 19 cents, which is okay in my opinion, as long as it wants to be real and stay there. As for the charts, we have just consolidated right on through that first trend line. I wouldn't necessarily call it a breakout or a breakdown. It's still just consolidating, doing its thing. This is the one that I was really watching, wanting to see what's going to happen. Tell you what else I did. I threw a trend line down over our head on the 30 minutes since it's been bouncing pretty nice as far as support. I wanted to see where the resistance lines were coming in, where that was going to crank us down to. Ultimately, you know, our opportunity to stay bullish is coming up here pretty soon, almost practically after hours pre-market, and at that point it's going to start pushing us well below that 50 line if it wants to continue to work its way down. So we're going to probably be looking for a breakout or breakdown come Tuesday, Wednesday, which would kind of make sense because what do we have? We have CPI tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. and then we have FOMC on Wednesday. So two big catalysts that are going to be coming into the market to be able to probably either give us some strength or smoke us a little bit. If we look at the SPY, you know, overall, the SPY took my lunch money today. I was betting on a breakdown from this rising wedge, and it did not. It got one of the most fake pumps I have saw in quite a while. So this is my head and shoulders trend line, I believe, that's coming up here to see if it wants to reject and come on down to the downside or if it's going to pump. Ultimately, they set us up for CPI right at the trend line to, you know, make that determining factor. So tomorrow we'll probably tell in the morning whether we're going to the upside or downside coming into at least Wednesday's FOMC. So I'm watching that as well to see what the overall markets do. But I do think relatively soon it's going to be making a decision out here Wednesday, December 14th. You know, our RSI would be pinched, which would put us somewhere if it wants to hold. I don't know if it will hold, but I mean, that's putting our breakout still right around 19.5 cents, which is not ideal. I wanted to see that breakout come more back here around the 21-cent area, which we've already come and gone. So just kind of watching, wait and see what happens with the RSI as far as that goes, and when or if it wants to make a little bit of a breakout or not. Short interest looks like shorts have increased just a little bit. We're at 13.24%. coming in at 196.84 million. Cost to borrow average, I think that's down just a fuzz. I think we were at 8% or something yesterday, coming in at 7.44. Still utilization saying 100%. Our volume's coming down a little bit, which is making those days to cover go up just a little. But we're just going to keep a close eye on what the RSI is doing, what the price action's doing, what the overall markets are going to do. Tuesday, Wednesday, going to be big days. So let's see how all of that goes, and you know, all we can do is go from there. But if it wants to make that breakout, I mean, tomorrow would be a nice little push into remaining in bullish territory as far as our RSI goes. And if it doesn't, then time will tell. So let's see what happens. I appreciate you guys coming back. I hope you had a good day in the markets, and I will catch you in the next video. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.